So let's continue on. We've got this component here. Now I feel like we might be able to get rid of that. So my plan is to keep this screen rim, this outside rim component there, which is this one here. So I'm going to select that and rotate it to my desired angle. Now this is going to take a bit of experimentation. I'm going to grab that lower part. Actually, I've grabbed the wrong part there. I'm going to grab this upper part and snap that into that display board, like so. Now, again, we've got a bit of a gap here, which I'm unhappy with. Now that's duly part to this component having a bit of a tapered edge. So we're going to fix it up, as you can see. We're going to grab these corners here, this edge. Sorry, I did that a bit quick. Let's do that again. 1, 2 to select. Left click on this blue component here. Grab the move bar, and we're just going to drag that down until it's nice and square. Beautiful. And I kind of like the way that this tapers up. We may or may not be able to achieve this with the tools that we have. We could definitely spend a long time filing this, and it does give it a nice aesthetic quality, but we don't need it. It's just there to look pretty, basically. But this is looking nice. So let's move that screen. This is the actual monitor. Oh, I need to click and drag around it. There we are. Everything highlights blue when we've done the right thing. There we are. And we'll just get that out of the way. Let's pop him over here. Ooh, we're grabbing two at once. How's that? Alright. It's looking pretty good. I was right. We can delete this unless we want like a bit of a shelf sticking out, but I don't like it. And this board here, that can go for the time being, because that might be plastic. We might 3D print something out. Alright, looking good. Now the rest of the components I'm pretty happy with. We will need to change the buttonholes, but I like how the rest of this looks. So let's put that back together. Now obviously you won't need to do this, but you will need to take it apart at some point. You can edit it in its complete form like it is here. Much easier to do your modifications, and then we need to explode it like I've done here, and this will enable us to perform a bit of a checklist as to what we actually need to print off what we need to construct as we go. I'm going to pop that there. I'm going to double click, grab that edge, make that nice and flush. Looking nice. Very importantly, it's always good to rotate around your piece, making sure that everything, oh, we missed a spot there. Everything is matching up nicely. As we can see, this bit is not. Now, 1, 2, 3 parts match up, fourth doesn't. So let's just go ahead and change this component, which of course will mean we'll need to push back that board as well. 1, 2, grab that edge, get that push-pull tool, push it in, looking great. Just needs a bit more. Yeah, looking nice. Alright, this is looking great. So now, we can add these other components later on. The bit we're going to need to modify though is this sidewall. Now yours won't be on the side like mine is, because you'll just need to alter it, so just give me a moment to pop that up. I'm going to click on this red, click again, make that nice and vertical, grab that corner, oops, let's find a bit that actually connects. Yeah, this would be good. That bit to somewhere here. Now as you can see, this component here is flush with this. So let's make that happen. Being a bit finicky, so we'll leave it there for the time being. An edge, I like the edge. I like how it's got a bit of an edge. Let's keep the edge. This looks good. Alright. Now, yeah, that's looking good. We've got a bit of a problem here. We've got a hole in our arcade. We would love to match this wall and that top with what we have here. Let's just do that. I'm going to select this component here and select rotate, click on this green face, click again, and make it nice and straight. Now the problem here is obviously we're sacrificing, other than freaking out, that's looking pretty good. Let's get that to match up. Now that's a bit trickier than I was anticipating. So I think there's a better method of doing this. Right now, it looks okay. It could be better. It could be straighter. So I think what we'll do is undo that, and we're just going to chop bits off. I'm going to get the line tool here, and I reckon just about here is where we're going to draw a line. And then another line. Now we know it's nice and straight when we can see that green line highlight. Oh, we've already got another incision in here, and our final one from here. Let me zoom out and scroll through. There we are. Bang. See how the dot's green? Now we can make alterations. Clicking and dragging around this entire component and hitting delete will remove that whole section. We can then get our eraser tool and just tidy up those spare lines a bit. Cool. Let's modify. Alright, so I'm just going to get that push tool and push up this entire part. Not bad. I might push it up a little bit more. Alright. Now we're still not as neat as I like. This would serve okay. And I do like how we've got a bit of a lip, but I think we can make it a bit neater. I'm going to select that component there and move it up until it matches, there we are, with this line. I might also push it in a bit too. Yeah, that's looking pretty good. Pull it out a bit more. Alright. Now the best thing is, once we've done this to one side, we can just duplicate it. So we only really need to do the hard work once. I'm still not 100% satisfied. Let's see what the other arcade looks like. It's definitely got a bit of a lip, doesn't it? So let's keep that style, but just make it a bit neater. So it runs parallel with the edge. So let's do the same thing. Move tool, move that in. Now I'm just operating on by eye. We can get a bit more professional and measure this correctly once we've got our basic idea down. We might stop it there and continue with part 3.